Oh, hi everyone, Silence here, and I am finally back with another makeup tutorial. No, this is not on the Four Horsemen series, but that will be coming back. I had this recorded for a while, and I really wanted to get a video out. It just took me forever to edit because this ended up taking like 5 hours to do, but I was also taking lots of breaks. But I'll explain more of that as we go. The first thing I did was made these horns out of latex and cotton balls, and then I just used some spirit gum to glue them onto my head. And now I'm just painting my face red with some red water activated paint. So yeah, no, I've been gone for a little while. Like I said, I've had this one recorded for a while. It took me a while to edit it. I had it almost done, but I didn't have the time to record the narration for it. Now what I'm doing here is I'm adding some latex around the horns to then add some cotton and more latex to hold that to my skin a little bit more, because the spirit gum wasn't fully working, and also this gave me a little bit more way to blend it into my skin. But yeah, no, I did this look for a show I was in for like ever ago. I also made these really cool prosthetics. I made the claw things out of clay, oven baked clay, and I made those, and then I made the prosthetic part with tape, liquid latex, and cotton balls, and I just formed that around the spiky things. I don't know what to call them right now. My brain's not fully functioning. But yeah, I did that and I spirit gummed it down, and then I'm also now going around with liquid latex and cotton balls to blend it into the skin. But now that I am officially back, I will be more consistently posting videos. I will be making a vlog here soon to talk a little bit more about why I've been gone and why there has been absolutely nothing uploaded to my channel. I've had some videos recorded and edited that just need to be posted, but a lot has been going on and I haven't been doing much of anything. So now that I'm finally able to record this narration, I'm finally going to have a video for you guys I'm pretty excited about. I ended up really loving this look. I had one that I wasn't able to record. I'm still going to show you what it looked like once I get it on better. I did a Davy Jones look. I wasn't able to record it because it was for a show, but I made this really cool prosthetic, and if you guys want to see it, then I will remake it and post it as a video here, but that one will take a lot of time, so that one will be way in the future if you guys would really like to see that. I mean, me putting it on and doing the makeup around it, I will still show you guys that, but the actual building and everything, it might be a while. So next I'm going with some black eyeshadow and just contouring my cheekbone, my cheeks, why, my jawline, my cheeks, whatever. Why am I trying to do this right now? I don't know. But yeah, then I'm going in with some black water activated paint and painting my beard with that. Trying to record a narration when your brain's just not functioning, maybe not the best idea in the world, but we're gonna go with it, and we're gonna get this done because I want to get this video out. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, no, I'm just continuing to paint with the black water activated paint in my beard and making it go onto the face as well. And then I start painting my hair with it as well. The next thing I do is I start to line my eyebrows and paint them with the black water activated paint, same as I did with my beard and my hair. So now what I'm doing is I am going and I'm using eyelash glue, and I'm painting that onto my eyebrows and eventually my beard. And what I'm doing with that is now I'm taking black glitter, and I'm making it all shiny. So this was for a gender bend show that I did, so I really wanted to do my Rhinestone skull, but I wanted to make it different, and so that's what I did. And also paint my ears red, because I always forget about those until the last minute. I'm like, oh, this looks awkward, I guess I should paint my ears. And now that latex has dried, I'm going around and painting that red, and now I'm going to start painting the rest of my body, which was fun and took a very, very long time. Now granted, you don't have to do all this extra stuff if you don't want to, but I did a first show and I needed to paint everywhere, so that is what I did. Okay, so now I went in with some black eyeshadow and I'm just shading in around where that prosthetic is and just trying to make it blend in more with my skin and make it look more like it is part of me. I'm just dabbing some black eyeshadow in there around the spiky parts and around where the prosthetic is and just in some of the cracks and crevices, just to make it look more realistic. And then I switched to lining my lips with some black water activated paint. And then I'm creating the mustache. You know, a classic devil type look. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here with that. Same with the black water activated paint. One of these days I'll get good at doing these narrations. Today is not that day, but it will happen. It's weird talking to you guys. I haven't done this in a while. So here I'm also using some of the black eyeshadow and putting it on where that latex for the horns were to blend it into the horns and the skin. So at this point I finally got taped, and I also had the same prosthetics that I used on the arms, just they have a little bit more spikes on them, and with this one I decided to outline them before I put them on so I could get them exactly where I had them. So I outlined with the red water activated paint, and now I'm laying down spirit gum. Also make sure you let the spirit gum get tacky before you try to put these on, and then just place them down. And same process as what I did on the arm pieces, as I'm going around and coating the edges with some liquid latex, and then I will be laying some cotton down and then covering those cotton balls with more liquid latex and blending it into my skin. So here comes that second step of where I am taking the liquid latex and blending that into my skin. But yeah, no, I am planning on trying to learn a lot more. I have an idea for the next series I want to do, which I am really excited about. My ideas are already coming up. I did already create a face cast, so you're going to see a lot more interesting things. I will be recording what I'm doing on there once I figure out a good setup for it. And all that other junk. I'm going to finish those last two reference photos for the 4 horsemen, and then I'm going to start with my own creations and start doing some pre-made prosthetic work onto the face cast and all that other fun junk. So now, while I let that dry, I'm trying not to go too close to the latex because it's not fully dry yet, but I decided to start painting my body. And then once it was dry, then I decided just painting that. Same, still just using the same red water activated paint. So now I got all of that done, and I decided to go in and do some airbrushing with my, because it's the only color I have that's not like a skin tone color. I need to get some, and I plan to soon, but I'm going through and I'm just airbrushing some details on here. Yes, I end up giving myself abs, don't judge me, even though I know I don't have them, obviously. But I painted some on to give a little bit more dimension to the character. Some reason I put my glasses on. I think I needed to see what I was doing. But yeah, no, I'm just going heavy with this airbrush gun and just darkening up some of this red on the skin and just adding some dimension to the color and the prosthetics and just everywhere on the body to make it look a little bit more realistic. At this point, I didn't really have any rhyme and reason what I was doing. I know that I was doing a lot on the prosthetics to darken them up and then to darken up the skin. I wasn't doing it in any specific design or anything, but I really wanted to dirty up that makeup and add some more dimension. Yes, now I am using some duct tape and taping upside down crosses on my chest because, yep, that's what I do with my life. Again, doing a little bit more airbrushing and darkening up things because I just was like, okay, this needs to be even more darker than what it is. Yes, eventually I did end up having someone paint my back and everything when I went to the show, but for the purposes of this video and what I was able to do myself, I am showing you that. Now I've been going kind of lighter on it and just darkening up the skin. And now I'm using some eyeliner and I am lining my eyes. I will let you guys know that the series I'm wanting to do after this came from me thinking about this video and how I needed to edit it and get it posted. So if that gives you any idea where I'm going with it, might not. So what I'm doing now is I am using the eyelash glue, because what I did before is I used eyelash glue to stick all these on when I originally did my Rhinestone Devil look, which was inspired by Meiji look when I first did it. But now I wanted to make it some of my own and do my own little things to it. And at first I am using the eyelash glue again, but for some reason the eyelash glue I got this time didn't hold as well, so eventually I do end up switching to using spirit gum to glue all these on. They still came off pretty easily. I was afraid that they wouldn't, but they did. So I'm using some of the crystal colors to give myself some highlights, and then the red for the rest of the skin. I don't go absolutely everywhere with it. I'm not rhinestoning my whole face because with this one I did have to lip sync. So I didn't think it was a great idea to rhinestone my entire face because I might not have been able to move it. And so basically I'm just using different sizes of what I think would look best. It depends on your facial structure and how big you want them. If you want to use tiny ones the whole time, that is fine. I did not have the time to do that. I was already rushing around at this point trying to get this part done so I could get there. As we get to more of the detailed areas, I am using smaller ones, and I am using super, super tiny ones on the mustache here. And that was another reason I didn't want to do the whole face, is because I felt like I was going to lose the mustache if I did, because originally I did the mustache with a little bit bigger rhinestones. With this one, if I would have continued it down, I felt like the mustache would have been lost in the rhinestones since I used such small ones. And yes, you will see me, yep, I am lip syncing to my song and dancing around. Hope you enjoyed that. But you know, I have to practice before the show, make sure I know what I'm doing. This is a very tedious process, but once you kind of get the hang of it and in the rhythm, they actually go pretty quick. Oh wait, no, I never switched back to Spirit Gum. I just ended up finding the old, oh, I guess this is the end of the video. Sorry. Didn't realize that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't really have an outro of me, so I'm just gonna let you watch me lip sync for a minute. But anyways, please like and subscribe, and I will see you